You made me look like a fool! The family dinner at that Michelin-starred restaurant was completely ruined because of you!
Huh? Did I do something wrong? I was just quietly sitting in the corner as Jake's sister.
Are you kidding me right now? First you show up late and then you pull that stunt?
What stunt? I really don't understand what you're talking about.
You had your parents pack up all the leftovers after the dinner. You had them put everything in takeout containers.
I did what?
Don't play dumb. You even had them package the bread basket.
Wait, that's not true at all. I didn't do anything like that.
How could you do something so embarrassing? You completely ruined the experience at a Michelin-starred restaurant.
Rachel, I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
Stop lying. The restaurant contacted us about it. They said they saw your parents filling up Tupperware with the leftovers. When I checked with your parents, they immediately apologized. They said, "We're sorry for this inappropriate behavior." Our daughter insisted and we couldn't refuse. How can you make your parents apologize for you? Aren't you ashamed?
What? My parents said that? But I never asked them to do anything like that.
I went out of my way to get us this reservation. Do you know how hard it is to book this place?
I understand it's an exclusive restaurant, but I'm telling you the truth. I didn't do this.
You still won't admit it even with all the evidence? Not only are you poor, but you're also pathetic. I'm really disappointed in you, even if you are Jake's sister.
Poor? Did you just call me poor?
What else should I call someone who can't even afford their own meal and has to take leftovers home?
That's completely unfair. You don't know anything about my financial situation. You certainly don't have any right to look down on me for it.
Did I say something wrong? A broke comic artist chasing her dreams at your age. No money, no talent, no manners. You're the worst kind of person.
Excuse me?
I can't believe Jake never told me how embarrassing his sister is. This is what I get for trying to include you in family events.
I've been nothing but polite to you since we met. Why are you attacking me like this?
Because you're an embarrassment, so this is what it means to be related by marriage. I can't believe I have to be connected to someone like you. It can't be helped, but I really hate it. Listen here. You better apologize to the restaurant yourself later. I don't want to be associated with someone so cheap.
I don't understand why you won't believe me. I didn't do this.
Just admit what you did and apologize. Stop making this worse for yourself.
I can't admit to something I didn't do. I need to talk to my parents about this.
Whatever, just fix this mess you created, and don't ever embarrass me like this again.
This isn't right. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Mom, what's going on here? You and Dad were the ones who filled the Tupperware at the restaurant, right? Why are you blaming it on me? Oh dear, did you hear about it from Rachel? Yeah, I heard about it. She just went on a rampage at me. She sent me dozens of angry messages. Even when I told her it wasn't me, she wouldn't listen. You've made her hate me. Don't be so dramatic. It's just a little misunderstanding. Little? She called me poor and pathetic. It's not our fault. It's the restaurant's fault for tattling. What? That should have been just a small service request. But they had to go and tell Rachel about it. Good thing I thought ahead and told them our daughter asked us to do it. That's not good at all. Why did you have to drag me into this? What else could I do? Rachel would think less of me if she knew. So you threw me under the bus instead? Well, it was embarrassing. That's why I ended up saying our daughter asked us to. If you're embarrassed about it, then don't bring takeout containers to begin with. It's not just bad manners, it's completely inappropriate. You're overreacting. The food was so expensive. That's exactly why you shouldn't do this at a fancy restaurant. But it would be such a waste. We rarely get to eat at such an expensive restaurant. If we couldn't finish it all, of course we'd want to take it home and eat it the next day. And now both the restaurant and Rachel are angry about it. You don't understand how these things work. Sometimes you need to be practical. Practical? You humiliated me. The Michelin-starred place is so petty. They were just going to throw away the leftovers anyway. They should be grateful we took it home. The food was good, but their service deserves only 1 star.
You're the ones who deserve a 1-star customer rating.
Don't be disrespectful to your parents.
I can't believe you're still defending this.
You know, I looked up that restaurant and it has a 3-month waiting list. Rachel is such a wonderful girl for arranging that for us. Working at a big company and making $100,000 a year, Jake really found himself a good one.
Then go tell that wonderful Rachel the truth. Tell her we were the ones who asked for the takeout containers. Go apologize right now.
No way! She'll think I'm an embarrassing mother-in-law. I want to stay on good terms with Rachel.
So you want me to take the blame? You're fine with Rachel hating me?
It's not that bad. Rachel will get over it.
She literally said she hates me now.
You're already disliked anyway. Unlike the successful Rachel, you're just a poor, unsuccessful comic artist. Everyone was laughing at you during yesterday's dinner.
What do you mean everyone was laughing at me?
Well, when you mentioned your comic work, Rachel and her family exchanged looks.
True, at first she was somewhat polite to me as Jake's sister, but her attitude completely changed after learning about my job.
Well, that's to be expected. Rachel is a hard worker who graduated from a prestigious university and works at a major corporation. Compare that to you, still chasing childish dreams at your age. You're just an idiot. Successful people naturally hate idiots.
Your daughter is being insulted. Doesn't that bother you as a parent?
Not at all. Like you said, being looked down on is normal for you. Since childhood, you've been clumsy, had few friends, weren't pretty.
What?
I'm just being honest. You've never been the daughter we hoped for.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
That's why I want Jake to marry Rachel quickly. Then I'll finally have the ideal daughter I've always wanted.
Sorry I couldn't be your ideal daughter. Forget it. I was stupid to even ask you to correct this. Goodbye.
Oh, wait. I actually have a favor to ask you. Could you prepare about $60,000?
$60,000? What do you need that kind of money for?
For Jake and Rachel's wedding, of course. We want to cover all the ceremony costs for them.
What?
Isn't it exciting? They're planning such a beautiful wedding.
And you want me to pay for it?
You see, our Jake is sweet, but he didn't go to a good university like Rachel, and he works at an ordinary company. We need to at least cover the wedding cost to save face for Jake. But we don't have that kind of money.
That's a ridiculous amount of money. Why are you asking me?
Who else would we ask? Your family.
You've got to be kidding. You only come to me when you need money.
Don't be so cold. This is for your brother's happiness.
What about my savings, my future?
This is exactly when you should be useful. You've never been a daughter we could be proud of anyway.
You've never even tried to be proud of me.
Now isn't the time for your sensitivity.
What?
Look, Rachel's family is expecting a grand wedding. We can't disappoint them.
That's not my problem.
You're a failed comic artist, but you're not young anymore, so you must have some savings, right? Please prepare the $60,000.
You insult me and then ask for money?
Don't be difficult. We need to confirm the venue booking by next week.
I can't believe you're serious about this.
Of course I'm serious. This is your brother's wedding.
The brother who never stands up for me?
Jake loves you. He just agrees that you need to be more practical.
I need some time to think about this.
What's there to think about? Family helps family.
If I do this, I want a contract.
A contract? Don't you trust your own mother?
Not after the restaurant incident.
Fine, whatever makes you happy. Just transfer the money quickly.
I'm serious about the contract. I want everything in writing.
You're being ridiculous, but fine. We'll sign whatever you want.
I'll have it ready tomorrow.
Perfect! Rachel will be so happy when we tell her we're covering everything.
Just don't expect me to keep quiet about where the money came from.
No need to mention that. Let's keep it between us. Why? Ashamed that you're taking money from your failed daughter? Just trying to keep things simple. Now, about the transfer. Rachel, sorry to bother you right before the wedding, but I can't find my seat at the venue. I checked with the staff, but they said there's no mistake. Could you please confirm with them?
There's no need for that. Today, at this wedding and reception, there is no seat for you, Sarah.
Excuse me? There must be some mistake.
No mistake, you're not invited.
What?
Jake and I discussed it and decided not to prepare one for you. So please leave. You're not welcome here.
Why don't I have a seat? I'm the groom's sister, so I'm definitely part of the wedding.
Did you really think you could just show up here?
Of course I did. It's my brother's wedding.
Shut up, you poor thing. I don't want you ruining another important day for me.
Another day? What are you talking about?
Remember that takeout container incident at the family dinner? It was so trashy it made me sick, and you haven't even apologized to the restaurant or me since then. So I've decided I'll never forgive you.
That incident again? Is that why you didn't prepare a seat for me?
You really don't understand your position here, do you?
My position?
The wedding will have an elegant course meal, you know. A poor person like you would probably just focus on the food instead of the bride and groom. You'd probably eat messily without caring about others watching. We're kicking you out before you can embarrass us.
You can't be serious.
I'm completely serious. We don't need your kind here.
My kind?
Did you bring takeout containers again? Too bad you won't be able to take any delicious food home.
I didn't bring anything like that, and about that previous incident. It wasn't me. My parents did it and blamed it on me.
Still lying at this point? Maybe this kind of dishonesty is why your comics are so bad.
Leave my work out of this.
What?
You don't know anything about my work or my life.
That's why you'll always be a broke, unsuccessful comic artist. No money, no talent, no manners. Just give up on your dreams and get a real job. Then you won't have to do embarrassing things like taking food home.
You don't get to judge my life choices.
Shut up! I was trying to be nice to you because you're Jake's sister, but it's your fault for making me angry first.
I've done nothing to deserve this treatment.
I'll never be friendly with someone like you. Get out of here, you freeloader!
Gladly, I'm leaving.
Don't ever show your face again!
You don't have to tell me twice. I've had enough too. But by the way, please take care of my brother and parents. And the three of you can discuss how you're going to repay me the $60,000 for the wedding.
What? Repay?
Didn't they tell you where the money came from?
What? You're not trying to say that you're the one that paid for all this, are you? What a laugh!
Yes, exactly. My parents may lack manners, bringing takeout containers to restaurants and pushing wedding costs onto their daughter just to keep up appearances, but they really do love you like their own daughter. So please, take good care of them.
Wait a minute, what do you mean? Your parents paid for this whole wedding, didn't they?
Apparently, they couldn't afford it, so they dumped it all on me. So I'm the one who paid for today's wedding, every cent of it.
What?
They kept pestering me daily until I prepared the money. I couldn't focus on my work and it was mentally exhausting. I reluctantly prepared the $60,000 and this is how I'm treated. I don't care about anything anymore. I'm leaving.
Wait, you need to explain this properly.
Explain what? How I was bullied into paying for a wedding I'm now being kicked out of?
This is too sudden. I don't understand. I know your parents said they would pay for the wedding, but they never mentioned anything about this and about the takeout containers too.
Both the takeout incident and the wedding costs. They blamed everything on me. If you don't believe me, I'll send you screenshots of my texts with Mom right now. That should convince you.
Those kind and wonderful parents did this. This must be a lie. I won't believe it.
Believe it or not, that's up to you, but I want that money back immediately. paying for everything and then getting kicked out. I absolutely won't tolerate this.
What money? A struggling comic artist like you couldn't possibly afford this wedding. You must be lying about your parents forcing you to pay.
It's true that I'm not a successful comic artist, but these days, there are different ways to make money even as an unsuccessful artist.
What? How can you make money if you're unsuccessful?
My dream is to have my comics published in a weekly magazine. That path has been tough, so I started publishing my work online for free instead. I make money from advertising revenue.
Really?
Plus, there's subscription services, paid content, convention sales, commission work. It was hard work, but now I make around $200,000 a year.
$200,000? That's twice what I make.
The journey to earn this much wasn't easy, and I'm still far from my goal of getting published in a weekly magazine. This industry is really tough.
You're kidding, so you really did pay for the wedding, and that takeout container incident too.
Speaking of which, I saw my parents at the reception with a large cooler bag.
What?
I wonder if they brought more takeout containers.
No way. If they try something like that at the wedding, it would be horrible.
Well, I'll leave as you asked. As you wished, you'll never see my face again. Goodbye. Be happy with Jake. Look at what you've done. Thanks to you, they caught us trying to take food home. I had already arranged it quietly with the venue staff. Rachel was furious. You actually tried to do it again? The food was so expensive, it would have been such a waste. So that cooler bag did have containers, even after I took the blame for you last time. You haven't learned anything. Don't lecture me. Who told Rachel about the containers? I just mentioned seeing your cooler bag. You ruined everything. It's your fault Rachel hates us now. You should apologize. Me? You're the one who needs to apologize. The wedding's over, but she won't even talk to us. She won't even look at us now. And whose fault is that? You tried to steal food from your own son's wedding. It wasn't stealing. We paid for it. No, I paid for it. Speaking of which, I want that wedding money back right now. Oh, I heard about that, but there's no need to return it. That was a gift from you. What? That money was only a loan. I even made you sign a contract. Oh, wasn't that just for show? Are you serious right now? We're family after all. Money between family as well. I mean, yes, we signed the contract, but that was just a formality. We thought you'd end up giving it to us anyway. No way! I wouldn't give away $60,000, even to family! You're paying me back, and you're doing it all at once, right now. All at once? Right now? Yes, it's in the contract, remember? Where? I threw that thing away. You threw away a legal contract? It was just a family agreement. You people are impossible. I'll send you the copy later, so read it properly. It says, in case of cancellation, or if the creditor cannot attend the ceremony, immediate repayment is required regardless of the reason. Wait, it said that? I told you to read it carefully before signing. Nobody reads contracts made with their own children. Well, you signed it, so you have to follow it. You're paying back the $60,000 immediately. But we don't have that kind of money. If we had it, we would have paid for the newlyweds ourselves. Then why did you promise to pay for their wedding? We had to look good in front of Rachel's family. Then why don't you ask the newlyweds? Tell them, actually, we need you to pay for your own wedding. Go ask them for $60,000. We can't say that. Rachel already hates us. This would make it even worse. Then maybe sell your car. I don't care where the money comes from, as long as I get it back. Not the car. We need that. Should have thought about that before spending money you didn't have. But I'll contact you every day until you pay it back. I'll keep demanding it until it disrupts your daily life, just like you did to me. Be prepared. You wouldn't do that to your own mother. Watch me, every day, multiple times a day, until I get my money back. This is so cruel, after everything we've done for you. Everything you've done? Like blaming me for your mistakes? Taking my money? Excluding me from my own brother's wedding? You're being too sensitive again. Expect my first reminder message tomorrow morning, and every morning after that until I get my money back.
Sarah? I was wondering if we could talk. If you're busy with work, I can call back another time.
Thanks for being considerate. I'm actually on my lunch break, so now is fine. But why are you calling me? I thought you never wanted to see my face again.
About that, I need to apologize.
Now you want to apologize?
I take back everything I said, and I apologize for my behavior. Please be friends with me from now on.
What?
After the wedding, I learned everything. Your parents tried to blame the staff when they got caught with the cooler bag.
I'm not surprised.
I was just deceived by your parents. That's why I treated you so badly. You understand that I'm not really at fault, right?
Well, I know my parents are the main culprits, but...
So we can be friends, right? I apologize for looking down on you as a struggling comic artist. I had no idea you were actually successful in your field. I really respect that.
Thanks. I never thought I'd hear you say you respect me.
I mean it. Your income is impressive. I had no idea webcomics could be so profitable. Your parents are such a disappointment, though. They've been lying to me this whole time. They acted nice, but they're horrible. Actually, they tried to use the wedding yesterday to convince us to live together.
Really?
Your parents were the ones who offered to pay for the wedding. Then they started saying things like, "We expect a nice house, and why don't we all live together?" When I tried to refuse, they'd say, "But we're paying for the wedding."
They went that far?
I almost fell for it and agreed to live together, and they hadn't even paid a penny. So I'm cutting ties with your parents. Instead, I want to be close with you.
What?
We could start fresh, have dinners together, go shopping. That's okay, right? We only had a bad relationship because of your parents. I'm sure we can become real sisters now.
I don't think so, and I don't want to.
What? But I apologized.
Even if you were deceived, the words you said to me won't disappear. What was it again? No money, no talent, no manners? That's why you'll never succeed. Those words really hurt.
I didn't mean any of that. I was just angry.
You meant every word. You just regret it now that you know I'm not poor.
That's not true.
What's wrong with pursuing my dreams at my age? Sorry, but while I sympathize with your situation, I never want to see you again.
Please give me another chance. I know I was wrong.
Would you be apologizing if you hadn't found out about my income?
But...
So goodbye. Take care.
Wait, can't we at least try to work this out?
There's nothing to work out. You showed me exactly who you are.
I can change. I'll prove it to you.
Goodbye, Rachel. My parents kept messaging me saying, "We're family, so you should forgive us about the money. We heard from Rachel that you make quite a lot." When they wouldn't stop pestering me, I decided to involve a lawyer. Intimidated by the lawyer, my parents reluctantly sold their car to pay back all the debt. From what I hear, afterward, my parents told Jake and Rachel, "It's your fault we had to sell our car, and now life is hard. Children should live with their parents, and try to move in with them." Apparently, it's causing a lot of drama, but I plan to live my life without ever dealing with any of them again.
I hate women like you the most. Don't ever step foot in our house again, you parasite.
What? What did I do? Suddenly throwing hot soup at me during an engagement meeting? That's so disrespectful to your mother who prepared the meal.
You're the one who's being disrespectful. My mother spent hours preparing that meal thinking you were worthy of it.
I still don't understand why you suddenly attacked me. What did I do to deserve this?
Playing innocent now? Shut up! You're the one who made that parasite comment. I was so shocked my hand moved on its own.
What parasite comment? I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't act dumb. You know exactly what you said.
No, I really don't. Please explain what's upsetting you so much.
You said it so proudly that you quit your job to marry my brother. Being a stay-at-home wife just to live an easy life, that's exactly what a parasite is.
What? That's not what I
heard you worked at a prestigious company and was relieved, thinking someone like that would be perfect as my successful brother's wife. But now you're just planning to mooch off my brother and live a lazy life? Don't mess with me.
You've got it wrong, Madison. That's not why I quit my job.
Save your excuses. I saw right through your act during dinner.
If you just let me explain.
Don't lie, you parasite! Nobody would quit a job paying over $100,000 a year unless they're planning to become a lazy You're just another gold digger after all, you greedy old hag.
Greedy old hag?
Yes, that's exactly what you are, pretending to be successful just to trap my brother.
I think you should calm down and listen to what I have to say.
You're just after our family fortune, aren't you? You're plotting to live a life of luxury because my brother's the heir to a historic luxury hotel.
Please, just listen to me for a moment.
What could you possibly say to defend yourself? That you're in love? Please.
There's a completely different reason why I quit my job.
I don't need to hear excuses from a parasite. Next time, I'll pour boiling soup over your head. That should get rid of pests like you.
Are you serious? Making threats now?
It's not a threat, it's a promise. I won't let you take advantage of my brother.
Do you even understand your position?
I'm a caring sister looking out for her brother. Someone needs to protect him from gold diggers like you.
This is hopeless. You're completely unreasonable. Let's end this for today and talk another time. We can clear up these misunderstandings then.
Running away because I exposed your true nature?
No, I'm leaving because this conversation isn't productive.
There's nothing to talk about with a parasite. Just break up with my brother already.
I think it's best if we continue this discussion when you're calmer.
Don't act so high and mighty. Just admit you're after our money and leave.
I'm ending this conversation now. We can talk when you're ready to listen.
Good, run away, and don't come back, you gold-digging parasite!
Has the swelling gone down? I just made an appointment at the dermatology clinic nearby for this afternoon. I've got your insurance card ready too, so we can go right after lunch. I know it's hot and painful, but hang in there just a bit longer.
Thanks for being so quick to help, Daniel. The ice is helping, but it still stings.
I can't believe this happened. Are you sure you don't want to go to the emergency room instead?
The dermatology clinic should be fine. The swelling has gone down since I've been icing it. But I'll get it checked out just to be safe.
My sister will pay for all the medical costs. I've already told her she has to take responsibility.
How did she react to that?
She's still being stubborn, but that's not important right now. I'm so sorry about today. I never thought Madison would do something like that. What got into her?
Should I show you the messages she just sent me?
She's messaging you now? What's she saying?
Well, she seems to have misunderstood something. She thinks I'm going to be completely dependent on you and just be a stay-at-home wife. She seems to think that all housewives are lazy.
What?
Here, take a look at this message she just sent. You're just planning to play around all day as a housewife, right? You're just after Daniel's assets, aren't you?
That's ridiculous. Why would she even think that?
I guess quitting my job made her suspicious.
What? Why would she assume that? If anything, you're giving up your career to help me.
It wasn't that impressive of a career.
Stop downplaying your achievements. You were a director at a major corporation. That's plenty impressive.
There are lots of directors out there.
And you would have kept climbing the corporate ladder, too. The way you talk about your work, I know you loved it.
I did love it, but helping you is more important to me than any career. You know that.
I still feel guilty about you leaving your position.
Don't be. As marketing director, I've gained experience in product promotion and strategy development. I want to use all my experience and connections to help you.
And that's exactly why having you help with our family business would be worth 100 people.
You're exaggerating now.
I'm serious. Our historic luxury hotel may have a great reputation, but we've been losing customers year by year. I want to revitalize the hotel during my generation.
I've actually been thinking about that. We should try to get regular guests to visit more frequently.
What else do you have in mind?
And attract younger customers, too. Some hotels are focusing on international tourists these days.
See, this is exactly what I mean. You're already thinking about strategies.
It's just basic marketing principles.
Yeah, there's so much potential for our hotel to grow. That's why my parents are so happy about you becoming part of the family.
And yet, who would have thought Madison would be so strongly against our marriage?
Don't worry about Madison. I'll explain everything to her properly.
Do you think she'll listen?
Who knew she'd make such wild assumptions just because you quit your job? I'll make her understand.
It would really help if you could clear up her misunderstanding. I don't think she'll listen to anything I say.
Leave it to me. She might be stubborn, but she's not unreasonable.
After what happened today, I'm not so sure about that.
Trust me, I'll deal with her. For now, you focus on getting your burn checked out. I'll make sure my sister apologizes later.
I hope you're right about this.
I am. Now let's get you to that clinic.
I'm not going to apologize. I didn't do anything wrong.
So you think throwing hot soup at someone is acceptable behavior?
You deserved it. I was protecting my brother.
Really? Don't you think your attitude is terrible after giving me burns based on a misunderstanding?
Shut up! It's your fault for making me misunderstand.
Excuse me? How exactly is it my fault?
You're the one who quit your job. What was I supposed to think?
Maybe you could have asked instead of jumping to conclusions?
Besides, our family doesn't need your help. What could someone who worked at some fancy company possibly do for us?
Would you like to hear about my actual experience?
Don't try to impress me with your corporate title.
Thanks to my 10 years in the marketing department, I have both experience and connections. I plan to use everything I have to contribute to the family business.
10 years? That's nothing special.
I've managed numerous successful campaigns and projects during that time.
Huh, what's so special about working for 10 years? You were just an employee. The company was impressive, not you.
What did you say?
You heard me. The company carried you.
You have no idea what my work involved, do you?
You are one of those pathetic people who overestimate themselves because of their company title. You personally have no real abilities.
That's not true. I achieved real results in the company. That's why I was promoted to director.
Anyone can get promoted if they stay long enough.
That's not how it works in competitive companies.
It's impossible for you. A stupid woman without even basic knowledge can't do anything.
Stupid woman?
Yes, stupid. At least I have proper education. I'm studying at a university right now. I'm learning marketing in the economics department so I can help our family hotel. So shut up, you delusional woman.
Oh, you're studying marketing in college?
Yes, to help my brother improve our hotel. Unlike you, I'm getting proper training. You didn't even go to college, did you? My brother told me you only went to some no-name commercial high school.
That's right, I didn't go to college. I started working right after high school, then changed jobs. I happened to end up in the marketing department, and everything I know comes from self-study and years of experience.
Self-study? Don't make me laugh. Study is totally worthless. You're just a worthless old hag.
Worthless old hag? You really love that insult, don't you?
Yes, book smarts beat street smarts any day. You might have gotten some results, but that was just luck. It wasn't because of your abilities at all, you delusional, worthless hag.
You really believe that, don't you?
Of course I do. What could someone like you possibly know?
Excuse me?
Getting all cocky just because you worked at a big company. My brother and parents might have expectations for you, but I can see right through you. You're just a useless, delusional hag. Don't act so high and mighty when you don't even know how tough the real business is.
The real business, you say? That's interesting.
What's so interesting about it? You're an amateur.
Well, this amateur just found evidence of embezzlement.
What?
And I'm pretty sure the culprit is you, Madison.
Me? What are you talking about?
The numbers don't lie.
You're making things up to scare me.
But since I'm just an amateur who doesn't know the business, I'm not sure. Being a delusional, worthless hag and all, maybe I should report this to Daniel first for consultation.
You don't have any proof.
Should we test that theory?
You're bluffing.
Following the chain of command is basic business practice, right? I'll go call Daniel now.
Wait, don't contact my brother yet.
Oh, why shouldn't I?
You can't just make accusations without talking to me first.
Now you want to talk? That's interesting.
Just don't. But what do you mean you found embezzlement? And why do you think I'm the culprit?
As Daniel probably told you, I plan to help run the hotel after we get married. So I've been preparing by reviewing the books from the past few years.
You've been looking through our financial records?
Of course. Isn't that what any responsible person would do?
Huh?
Looking at the books gives you a good picture of how the business is doing. It's also helpful for finding hints about future challenges and strategies. Oh, sorry. You'd know all this since you're studying it in college, right?
Of course I know that, but that doesn't mean you can easily find embezzlement. Nobody's noticed anything until now.
Maybe they weren't looking closely enough.
What exactly did you find?
Well, I did work at a major corporation for 10 years. My boss was especially strict, the kind who would blow up if even one number was misaligned in a document. So I developed a habit of spotting small discrepancies and suspicious points.
No way.
Want me to share what I found with the family?
Tell me what you found first.
It took time, but I found several suspicious money transfers. Money has been slowly disappearing over the past year. Altogether, it's probably around several $100,000.
You found all that?
The pattern was quite clever, actually. Small amounts, spread out over time.
That doesn't prove anything.
But right now, it's just suspicious activity. I need to confirm with Daniel and your parents, since they're the active management. After all, I'm just an amateur who doesn't know the business. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding things. So, shall I call him now?
Absolutely not. Please don't tell anyone about this.
Huh? Why not? I'm just a delusional hag after all, so I need someone to verify.
Please stop. I'll admit everything. I admit I did the embezzlement, so please don't tell anyone.
No way! This can't be true! Maddie, you really did embezzle money?
Huh?
My own sister, a hotel owner's daughter, embezzling money from her own family's business! This is unprecedented!
What? Daniel? Why is my brother suddenly messaging me on my chat with Alice? I was just messaging with Alice!
What's wrong with me being with my fiancé? We came to formally greet Mom and Dad about the marriage while you were at university.
What? You're both at home right now?
Yeah, since things wouldn't go smoothly with you around. Our parents wanted to apologize for your rudeness last time, so we thought we'd have a peaceful engagement meeting with just the four of us.
What?
Then you happened to message Alice and we thought you were finally going to apologize. But instead you showed no remorse and even confessed to embezzlement. Mom nearly fainted next to me.
Oh, no. I can't believe the whole family found out at once. Why didn't you tell me you were at home? That nasty woman!
Don't you dare lash out. First, explain yourself. When did you start embezzling? What did you use the money for?
Well,
And don't try to minimize it. Alice found the exact amounts and dates.
how detailed are these records?
Let me warn you, don't even think about lying or making excuses. We can search your room right now if we need to.
I'm sorry. My boyfriend said he was in trouble and needed money. I just wanted to help him a little.
What? You were giving the embezzled money to your boyfriend?
He really needed it. He was in a difficult situation. He said it was the only one he could rely on, and he promised we'd get married right after graduation if I helped him. When someone says that, how could I abandon him?
How much did you give him?
All of the money I took.
What kind of man needs hundreds of thousands of dollars from a college student? And offering marriage in return, that's ridiculous! Bring your boyfriend to our house right now!
He's not a bad person. He just needed help.
Name, now!
Huh? He has nothing to do with this.
Nothing to do with this, he took stolen money!
I gave it to him willingly.
Shut up, he's just as guilty. Bring him here quickly or I'll search your room. I'll contact every guy you might be dating. Is that what you want?
You wouldn't dare.
Try me. I'll call every single one of your friends if I have to.
Fine, I'll bring my boyfriend, okay?
Within the hour. I mean it.
He's already here. My boyfriend is Mr. Black, the hotel chef.
What? Chef Black? He's married.
But he said his relationship with his wife was over. He said I was the one he loved most and he'd marry me.
Are you insane? He has 3 kids.
He said they weren't happy together anymore.
You've got to be kidding me. I thought it might be some guy in a band, but the culprit was one of our own staff. I'm gonna grab Black right now. You get back home immediately.
Help me, Alice! My family disowned me. They said, we don't know any daughter who would steal from the family, and we never raised a daughter to get involved with married men. They threw me out with all my belongings.
What did you expect would happen?
They're being too harsh. This isn't fair.
Well, what did you expect? You're not a little kid anymore. Even as a college student, you should know right from wrong.
But isn't disowning me going too far? I'm only a junior in college with another year until graduation. They said we won't pay tuition for a daughter we've disowned.
Oh my, that is quite serious.
You have to help me. You're the only one they might listen to.
Why would they listen to me?
Without tuition, I'll have to drop out. I've been studying all this time to help with the family hotel business. This is so unfair.
I think stealing from the family business is far worse. Your parents must be heartbroken right now.
Can't you understand my position at all?
I understand perfectly. You betrayed your family's trust.
Hey, could you maybe pay my tuition for next year instead?
Me?
Even though you quit, you were working at a top company until recently, and as a director, you must have had a pretty good salary. Paying 1 year's tuition should be nothing for you, right?
Well, I did make over $100,000 and have good savings, so your tuition wouldn't be a problem. But I'm not going to give you a single penny.
What? Why not?
Why should I help someone who threw hot soup at me?
That was a mistake. I was just emotional.
Why? Simply because I don't want to. I have no desire to help someone who called me a parasite, even if it was a misunderstanding.
Oh.
Let's see, you also called me a greedy hag and a delusional hag, among other lovely things.
Look, I'll apologize for all of that. I'm so sorry for saying such horrible things. So please don't abandon me.
Sorry, Madison, I can be quite petty. A rushed apology when you're desperate doesn't make me feel forgiving at all.
No way.
You could just drop out of college, you know. Since you're disowned, you won't have anywhere to use what you've learned anyway. Why not just run off with your married boyfriend? I hear he's getting fired from the hotel and divorcing his wife. Oh wait, you can't even contact him anymore, can you? Since he blocked you and dumped you.
He lost his job and family because of me, then got angry and said I was just an ATM to him. He said I never even liked you and threw me away.
What a terrible man. Good riddance. Even if it was by chance, he wasn't worthy of Daniel's family hotel.
The money I gave him just went to gambling, and now his wife is suing me for damages. Plus, I'm dropping out of college. My life is over.
Well, you brought this all on yourself.
Please, you don't have to lend me money, but at least convince my parents and brother. I'm truly sorry from the bottom of my heart. Please tell them to at least not disown me.
That's also impossible. I'm just an amateur newcomer. I don't have that kind of influence.
What?
Your parents and Daniel are my future bosses. I can't question management decisions.
But...
Remember what you said about me being just an amateur? Guess you were right.
Please, I'm begging you.
You studied economics for 3 years in college, right? Why don't you try marketing your own life? Good luck with that. I heard Madison later dropped out of college. I don't know where she is now, but she's paying installments for both the compensation to the chef's wife and the money she stole from the hotel. She seems to be managing to live with some kind of job. Rumor has it she's working and living at a small hotel somewhere, but apparently she's annoying everyone by trying to give management advice despite being a newcomer. She seems to be doing her best in her own way. As for Daniel and me, we registered our marriage and had our wedding ceremony after things settled down. Since then, I've been officially helping with the management, and our bookings are gradually increasing. I plan to keep working hard for my beloved husband.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.